Carnivals are one of the most fun places for kids. It's a place for a kid to be a kid and a parent to be a parent. It's almost like a family Chuck E. Cheese, but a little bit more smaller one. Sometimes carnivals can be just the most fun place and you want to stay there all day. But for some people, it can be a truly nightmare. Here are 3 true carnival stories. Back in 2007, I went on a really cool vacation trip. So this was like, I guess, about 11th grade, I'd like to say. And I was so excited because I was going to go see my grandma. And this was the summertime, so of course that means vacation time. I was really, really happy because I hadn't seen my grandma in such a long time, and it was at least about 10 years since I've seen her, and I really just wanted to see her. Anyway, so of course we had to hop on a plane and get all the way to her show because she did live in another country, which I'm not going to state. But anyway, after a week or so staying on her, because I was going to stay there for a month, she decided that I needed a job over there because I was actually almost out of money because I wasted a lot of money just buying so many things for my mom and dad. So, yeah, I basically just wasted it all. So, my grandma decided, why not just give me a job? And it was a little job, just working at a carnival. This had been a very, very big topic to talk about all in my family because generations of my family used to work there a lot in carnivals. And ever since my grandma, the generation that kept going on. Anyway, she offered me the job, and I was so happy because I thought working at a carnival was like the coolest thing ever because you have to control rides and stuff. You have to be responsible, but that's really fun. Anyway, I got disappointed once I got over there because I was the janitor. And for a fact, I did not notice at the time, but carnivals do have janitors, but not most of the time. At least 10% of carnivals do have janitors. Anyway, since before I had jobs that I actually worked at night a lot, so this was a night shift, and this was at least my 4th day working there. It wasn't too bad. My grandma did work at a food stand, like, I don't know what you call those types of things, just a food stand where basically just sell hot dogs and burgers, all that stuff for the carnivals. Anyway, I was one of the only ones at home, and my grandma probably was asleep by now, which, well, of course she was asleep by now because it was 2 a.m. and this was a very late time, but I was kind of used to it working back in US. I was working a lot over there at night, so this was pretty normal for me. So I was the only one there, and somebody was about to leave. I can't state their name, but I can't really remember it, but I think her name was Kathy, but whatever. Anyway, as Kathy left, about 5 minutes later, I kept hearing noises, as if somebody was just walking around, kind of trying to best to be sneaky, but were loud. I didn't give too much thought to it because I was in England and there could have been some sort of like animal, so I didn't give too much thought to it. But anyway, I was working and I just kept hearing those noises and it kept getting louder and louder. Soon after, somebody grabbed my thing and I reacted really fast and pulled out my pocket knife, and it was just some random guy. I told him, "What is he doing here?" He told me that he wanted something to eat, that he was homeless and couldn't have anything. But I told him to please get out because it was closed and you're not allowed to be in the carnival at nighttime. I couldn't really provide him with anything because the food stands were out, and of course they wouldn't leave the food there. The guy just kept asking me, do I have any change or anything like that? And seriously, I did have no change. All I had was $2. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't buy you anything. I told him that there was a deli shop down the street, but that's really the only thing I could provide him with. After talking with the guy, he just grunted and left. I was really creeped out and I really wanted to get done cleaning. I was about to get to the food stands, and for a fact, they were still up, surprisingly. As I was cleaning them, I kept hearing crackling noise. That was like some sort of chips bag. Um, I just thought it was an animal again because why would the guy come back after telling him no? But I was wrong. After checking all the other four ones of the food stands, I went to the last stand. I saw something just strange from the window, like if somebody was laying down sleeping but had their knees up. I went to go look, and what happened next seriously shocked me. I swear to you guys, I saw the guy literally laying out there and had a knife, guys, out of his pocket, ready to pull off. I ran like I was Sonic the Hedgehog. I ran for my life. I got so quick to my car that the guy was pretty behind, and I could hear the guy just yelling at me and screaming. I couldn't make out what he was saying to me, but I didn't care. I just wanted to get home. Once I got home, I could not sleep well. The next day, I told my grandma about it. She said she would call the manager, but the manager couldn't really do anything but call the police. Police told us that this guy has actually been wanted for as a sex offender. No wonder. If I didn't run as fast as I was, then I'd have no idea what had happened to me if that guy caught me.